Okay, let's talk about something you probably haven't put together before: Christmas cheer and Egyptian real estate. We're going to dive into how the festive season is actually fueling a massive property boom on the Red Sea coast. It's a wild story about how a traditional holiday becomes a modern economic powerhouse. Let's get into it.
So here's the big question, right? How on earth does Santa Claus end up boosting property values in Egypt? It sounds like a bit of a stretch, but believe me, the connection is incredibly direct and really smart. And the answer? Well, it's this fantastic lesson in modern investing and branding. It shows how emotion, a great experience, and a solid strategy can come together to create some serious financial returns. This is about way more than just sunshine. All right, so let's pop the hood on this festive economic engine. We're going to see how the holiday season here isn't just a nice cultural thing. It's a full-blown financial event that literally turns holiday cheer into cold, hard cash for investors.
First up, let's talk demand. It's insane. During that Christmas and New Year's window, short-term rentals in places like Hurghada and Sahl Hasheesh see their occupancy rates just explode. We're talking 75 to 90% full. These places are practically sold out, often months ahead of time.
And you know what happens when demand goes through the roof, right? Yep, prices follow. The average price you'll pay per night for a rental jumps by a staggering 20 to 40% during this peak season. For property owners, this is without a doubt the most profitable time of the entire year.
And here is the financial punchline, the bottom line. When you add it all up, the annual rental yield for a property on the Red Sea can hit 10%, sometimes even more. Now compare that to what you'd get from a typical property in Europe, which is hovering around 4%. That huge gap is exactly why investors are starting to pay very close attention.
And hey, just so we're all on the same page, when we talk about yield, we're talking about return on investment, or ROI. It's just a simple way of saying how much profit did you make from rent this year compared to what the property cost you. A higher ROI means your money is working a lot harder for you. Simple as that.
But here's the thing. The Red Sea coast isn't just one big uniform market. This whole success story is really a tale of two destinations, Hurghada and Sahl Hasheesh, and they both have totally different strategies for cashing in on Christmas.
The easiest way to think about it is like this. Sahl Hasheesh is the exclusive, high-end luxury Riviera. Meanwhile, Hurghada is the energetic, easy-to-get-to hub that caters to pretty much everyone. Two different vibes, two different plans. Let's break them down.
So, Sahl Hasheesh is all about creating that premium, exclusive atmosphere. It's a master-planned, gated community, so you get private beaches, gorgeous architecture, and really upscale hotels and cafes. During Christmas, they go all out, turning their old town into this festive wonderland that feels like something straight out of Europe. This naturally attracts tourists with deeper pockets and digital nomads who don't mind paying for a high-end experience.
Hurghada, on the other hand, plays a completely different game. Its strategy is built on two things: being easy to get to and offering a ton of variety. It has a major international airport, so you can fly right in. Plus, there's so much competition between hotels that prices stay pretty reasonable. Add in all the activities, like world-class diving and desert safaris, and you've got a recipe that attracts a huge range of people, ensuring the place is always buzzing.
Okay, so we've seen the numbers and we've seen the places. But really, the secret ingredient in all of this is the human element. It's all about that journey a person takes from being just a happy tourist to becoming a committed investor. Let's map that out.
It works just like a classic marketing funnel. Step 1 is the experience. A tourist from, say, a cold part of Europe has the most perfect Christmas holiday in the warm sun. That perfect experience leads to step 2, attachment. They fall in love with the place, the lifestyle. Then comes step 3, discovery. A little light bulb goes off when they realize, wow, the properties here are actually affordable, and the rental income is amazing. And that leads to the final step, conversion. They come back not as a tourist, but as a buyer.
So what are these new investors actually buying? Well, the demand is really focused. People want sea-view studios and one-bedroom apartments, things that are easy to manage. Hotel-managed units are also super popular because they're totally hassle-free. And of course, villas inside those gated communities are a top pick. But the main goal is almost always the same. They want a property that makes them money through rentals and gives them a place to have their own holidays. It's the absolute best of both worlds.
All right, let's zoom out for a minute, because this isn't just a local trend. This whole Christmas power boom is a key piece of Egypt's bigger strategy to compete as a serious player on the global real estate market.
I mean, just put yourself in an investor's shoes.
It's Christmas. You could invest in a European resort, which probably means chilly weather, much higher costs, and those lower rental yields we talked about. Or you could choose the Red Sea, which gives you perfect sunshine, lower costs, and that incredibly attractive 8 to 12% return. When you lay it out like that, the choice becomes pretty obvious.
And what's really smart here is that the Christmas boom isn't some random fluke. It's the peak that sits on top of a super stable, year-round foundation of demand. You've got sun-seekers and scuba divers coming all year long. Then in the winter, you add retirees and digital nomads looking for long-term stays. All of that builds up to the massive holiday peak. This diversity is so important. It means properties aren't sitting empty in the off-season, which seriously lowers the risk for an investor.
You know, one of the sources we looked at really just nailed it with this quote. It's the holiday experience that's the trigger. A fantastic vacation creates this emotional bond that makes people think beyond just visiting. It makes them want to own a piece of it. That emotional hook is the most powerful marketing tool there is.
So if you're going to take one thing away from all this, let it be this. Creating a world-class festive atmosphere isn't just about having a good time. Here on the Red Sea, it's a highly sophisticated marketing machine, designed to pull people in, make them fall in love, and turn them into long-term investors.
And that leaves us with a pretty cool question to think about, right? If Christmas can do all this for Egypt's Red Sea, what other holidays or huge cultural events around the world are maybe, just maybe, the next hidden investment hotspots? Where else is celebration and capital about to collide? Thanks for tuning in.